Tracking streaks keeps the habit in your mind, making relapse, maybe not today, maybe not in the week, maybe not in a month, but the relapse will happen. Every time you count the day, every time you count the streak, you are reminding yourself you're still trying to quit. You're still trying to quit. You're still on the streak. You haven't broken it. You haven't relapsed yet. 60 days, no relapse. Streak of 60 days. Streaks turn you into a person who is trying to quit instead of someone who just doesn't even think about it. You keep streaks of 90 days. Yet I just quit. I don't even recognize myself as someone who does that thing. There's a difference between a person who always thinks about it and keeps a streak versus a person who just doesn't do it. A person who talks about, oh, I haven't eaten the cake for 30 days. Rather than the healthy person who's like, I just don't eat cake. So, ditch the streak mentality out of your mind. Become the person who just doesn't do it. Not the person who's on day 90 of No-Fap. Day 600 of No-Fap. You're still fixated on it. You're still thinking about it. How is it any different? Just become the person who doesn't do it. I'll tell you how to. We'll get into that here in a bit. For example, a fat person who has to keep, who's trying not to eat the cake. He's like bragging about not eating the cake for like 30 days is like telling everyone you're still obsessed with the cake. Yet the healthy person there is looking at you like, what? I just don't eat cake, fam. You're like so obsessed with not eating the cake. Eventually you will. Because you're so fixated on it. Another example, it's like holding a bunch of balloons in your hand and you're telling, hey, look, I haven't popped single one in like 30 days. I haven't popped single one. Eventually you'll pop it because you're like always thinking about it. You're always in the mind. You're always like controlling, like it's like a goddamn. Why has it become such a chore for you to remove fapping out of your life, remove porn out of life? Here's how you do it. You change your identity. Your identity is the problem. You are still a person, you still consider yourself as a person who used to watch porn, who's trying to quit. You'll always be the person who's trying to quit, rather than the identity of you just don't watch porn. I used to watch, I was addicted, and now I'm not. And I never had, just cold turkey because I don't watch porn. Simple as that. I'm a person who doesn't watch porn. I'm a person who doesn't indulge in fapping. I repeated into my head. I don't have streak count. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry I don't have a fucking calendar of every single day I didn't fap. Because I'm not a fucking loser like you. Stop keeping streaks. Change your identity. Your identity is the problem. Number 2. When you feel the urge, just know that it's not the urge that you need to fap or something. It's not the urge that you need to indulge in it. When you feel the urge, that means you're bored. Get your work done. What's the thing you're working on? Is there a YouTube you're working on? Is the gym you're starting to go? Or do you need to lose the weight? Do you need to shred? Whatever that thing is, whatever your focus is for right now, the urge is that you are being lazy and you need to get back to it. This is a thing that I realized, which made me quit porn, quit fapping, cold turkey, day one, never looked back. I'm not a person who does that anymore. Sounds so simple because it is. Because you motherfuckers think everything needs to be complicated. Because you guys think something that's in front of you right here is not the answer, because life cannot be that simple. Yet life is that simple. Yet life is that simple. So, don't fixate on fucking streaks. I don't want you to keep fucking streaks. You just don't watch it. It's, again, do you not keep the cake in front of you like, I don't eat cake. I know I haven't eaten cake for 30 days. Look guys, look, I haven't eaten it at all. Like, no, my 31 days, 32 days. Get a person who just doesn't eat fucking cake. He doesn't have that. He doesn't even have it in front of him. He cut it off. Remove the apps. Remove the urges where you get from. Remove the triggers. I made the last video was about triggers. Remove the triggers. Remove the goddamn cake in front of you. That should be like the third point. Remove the trigger. Remove the cake out of your life. You're never buying the cake. You're never getting on the sites. You're never getting on the fucking Instagram when you're on the bed, because that's when the urges come. Reverse engineer where the urges are coming from, where the triggers are, and remove them. Simple as that. You want it or you don't. Yeah, shit's hard. Yeah, you need to change things in your life. You want it or you don't. You want to pay the price, or you want to stay same Jeffrey disgusting man. Do the thing. I made a specific course just for you guys. It's linked down on my Stan store. If you do not quit in 30 days, I will give you your money back. I'll actually give you $100 back. The course is not worth $100, just so you know. I'll give you $100 if you do not quit. So if you really want to take it to next step, go down in the description, get the course. I'll see you there. Besides that, like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know, I would really love to see if you have any other more questions about the No-Fap. I will love to answer them, and I'll see you next video. Kisses always. I'll see you next time.